Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to RuneScape. So, we now have, I built up the 3 buildings that I needed to build, and I have been collecting various things for, there's people standing here, and I don't know what they're for. Customized fort decorations? Autumn, Easter, oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm also collecting all of the all the materials I need to build up everything. There is only one tier upgrade that I can't build, and I need 99. Everything else I can build, so over the next couple days, I will be collecting all that I need to upgrade everything here. To build and upgrade everything here. And then I'll have that all ready for when I get there. But we are gonna start Murder on the Border. So we're gonna set that active, and I speak to Aster in the Fort Town Hall. Also, I built the lodestone out here, and I thought the lodestone was gonna be here. I thought that was gonna be the lodestone, but the lodestone's actually out here. I'm very surprised about that. I was like, when I selected the lodestone build thing, I came over here and I'm like, there's nothing here to build. Where? And then I like had to look around for it. I don't know why. I would have thought that this would be the lodestone, but it's not. All right. Hello, Aster. Greetings, Your Grace. Talk about quests. Murder on the Border. Your Grace, we have received an urgent request from the king. Accept quest. The request from King Rold, it must be important. Indeed it is. Alas, I must warn you, the nature of this request may be distressing. What is it? King Rold requests we host a banquet for Fort 4 and 3. At Fort 4 and 3, to commemorate your appointment as a duke. The royal family will be in attendance, as well as select members of nobility. That doesn't sound particularly distressing. Pardon me, Your Grace, but you have met the other dukes and duchesses. The Mythsilin nobility? Or the queen, for that matter. Why do you need to throw a dinner party for a king again? It is customary for all newly appointed nobles of your station to do so. Still, the political machinations of the nobility are not a matter to be taken lightly. Be prepared for backstabbing, betrayal, underhanded deals, and a plethora of sarcastic jabs and passive-aggressive remarks. So, just like any other day. I suppose such antics are commonplace for one with a culpa pasta such as yourself. Can't deny the appeal. The thrill of a political intrigue, seduction, ambition, and scandal does pique my interest. It's the backdrop of volumes of 12 through 17 of Murder and Ordoing. Best mystery series in Gielinor, I'll have you know. Hopefully our soiree involves less bloodshed than the one in Volume 14. I'm sure it'll be fine. With your leadership, I'm confident it shall. There are several preparations to be made in order for us to accommodate a banquet of this magnitude. We will need to construct a kitchen in the fort, recruit a building manager, and gather supplies. Speak with Bill. I believe his plans for a kitchen extension into the town hall. I shall look into recruiting a building manager with the new kitchen and direct our staff to gather produce from the local area. I'll speak to Bill then. Should be at the workshop as usual. Okay. So I do have the materials I need to build that what? Oh, wait, hold on. What is this? Cabbage dummy? I have not seen this. The cabbage dummy is a note from Aster attached to it. It appears to document the benefits of adding a kitchen to your fort. At Tier 1, you will gain access to a range, bank, and a sink in your kitchen. The knives will be sharpened and allow you to never fail cutting through spiderwebs. At Tier 2, you will gain access to a shop stocked with useful items for cooking. You have a reduced chance to burn food cooked within the kitchen by 3%. At Tier 3, you will gain access to a soup creation station, benefiting from any workshop experience upgrades to your player-owned port. You'll gain 5 additional experience for cooking in the fort kitchen. Okay, Murder on the Border to gain full access to the fort kitchen. Yeah, okay. So I don't actually know what any of these buildings do. So before we continue, I'm gonna... So change title. Okay, so that's that. Whoops, I didn't mean to pick that up. Bonus? Do I just get free bonus experience? Let's put that in construction since we are... Oh, wow, cool. Greetings, Your Grace. What does the town hall do? The finest sleep you will experience, Your Grace. Sleep, is that all? Your Grace, a good night's sleep is the best thing you can do to improve every aspect of your life. I dare say the effects can be felt as far beyond the walls of this place. Ah, okay. Wait, why did I get 1,500? While logged in or even outside the fort, you will accrue rested experience, which Aster can convert to bonus experience. 1 experience is given every 15 minutes. Every 100 spent gives as much as a bonus as a Smollen star. You will gain a small amount of rested while training other skills in the fort. If you upgrade the town hall, it will accumulate rested more quickly, while training will increase the cap of rested you can hold. At tier 1, you gain rested every 3 minutes, while training in the fort, and your cap is 500. At tier 2... Okay. Cool. Greetings, Your Grace. Okay. So, alright. So what's up here? Ascend. There is nothing here. It looks nice, though. Ascend again. Oh, that must be the bed that... Alright. Cool. Not a whole lot there. Shrike. Okay. Cool, I guess. So what does the... I'm gonna check to see what these buildings do before we move on with this quest, because I didn't actually investigate these. Customize. You need to upgrade your chapel further before I let you tear down the current decor. Come in, come in. What does the chapel do? We have an altar, of course, and burners for incense. You can always pray at altars, of course, but personally I like to pile up bones on them as offerings. Very pious. If you burn herbs and burners, the offering's even more efficient. Everyone loves efficient offerings. You can burn any type of herb at the chapel. Doing so grants extra experience while training prayer by offering bones or ashes. Occasionally saves offered materials. All players on the same world contribute to a shared duration of burning herbs. Ah, upgrading the chapel improves your experience, duration of herbs, and it shares even more materials. Okay. Cool. You can switch prayer books here. Okay, cool. I guess that's about prayer experience mostly, which I am level 102 prayer, so, I mean, eventually I will want to get, research notes, miscellanea table, anachronia table. Oh, these are the, oh, I can manage all of the things I own from here. Oh, that's cool. All right. Welcome to the command center. What does the command center do? With a functioning command center, you will have remote access to all your global operations. Global operations. Surely a duke like you must have more going on beyond these walls. You can manage it all from here. Ask about Anachronia? I manage a base camp on Anachronia. Always in need of more labor, I assume. I assume we can organize something. Couldn't hurt. Building each add 5 workers to your base camp. Oh. Oh, so this actually upgrades everything else? You're a Daltor. I had no idea. I imagine finding it hard to keep your subjects happy. It can be a bit of a chore. Our command center, we can organize care package system. We have the resources and you can fund it. You can pay gold to improve subject approval. It requires tier 3 command center. Oh, this is cool. Oh, so this must be, oh, these are archaeology. Okay. All right, I'll have to check more about that stuff later. Oh, this is a... There are so many banks here. Okay, can I just talk to this guy? No. Okay. So, let's go talk to Bill. Talk about murder on the border. Hey there, mate. Oh, I mean, Your Grace. Aster told me we would have to host a party from bigwigs coming over from the capital. Several of the kingdom's nobility will be attending, apparently, as well as the king and queen themselves. Blimey. Take quite a kitchen cooked to feast worthy of that lot. Luckily, I've been drawing up some blueprints for a kitchen extension of the town hall. This should have what we need. Take a look at the table and see what you think. Thanks, Bill. Okay. Where? Command center, kitchen. I need the 12 willow and 6 stone wall fragments. All right, I can grab that. I have a bunch of them right here. Take all of those. I'm just gonna remove that placeholder for now. And that. Perfect. Start blueprint for the kitchen. Why am I cutting something on that table? All right, so now I need to get this kitchen built. I wanted to avoid doing a lot of this on camera just because it takes so long and there's not a whole lot. Oh, that actually looks like it might be pretty quick, all things considered. Oh no, it's slow. Oh, actually, I want to grab my hold on, there's a bank right here. I'm gonna put my gonna put these on just so that I'm using up. Let's wear that and put that away. There we go. Just so I'm using up my experience a little bit quicker. I mean, it's not gonna take very long, but it is what it is. Okay. So, I need to get to 99 to get all of the buildings here done. But we are... So, I've been looking on the RuneScape wiki, and I've been checking off when I've collected all the materials necessary. I've just been going down the list, checking off all the materials I need to do these. I'm probably going to be doing all of the upgrading and everything for all of these buildings in between recording sessions, just so that you don't have to sit and watch me do this the whole time or collect a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sure you guys won't mind that, unless you want to see me do every minute of everything. And if that were the case, this series would have been hundreds of hours, or hundreds more hours long already. So I've got all the materials I need for the workshop, so I'll probably be upgrading that all the way. And my level is 95, so the only thing that I cannot upgrade to the max level is the command center, which is needed at 99. Everything else I can produce and upgrade myself, so I will be working on that in between episodes. I don't know how many of these are necessary for all the levels to be, or all the level ups. Also, the last time I checked, I should check again to see if I need any more level ups for quests, because there have been a few more quests added since the last time I did a recording session, and I haven't kept up on whether or not these are all the necessary skill levels. So I might be behind without realizing it, and I might be focusing on the wrong things. I don't want to get to a point in the game and then not be able to continue the series, well, continue the quest lines because I'm low on a skill. So that might be something that I want to look into. So I do know that, oh, look at that. I even if I scroll it now, it's all on one screen. Oh, that is so cool. Man, it's gonna be so weird. I've probably talked about this before, but it's gonna be so weird when I have all the quests done. Because, like, the majority, I would say, like, 99.9% of this series has been doing quests. I've done the holiday events, and stuff like that, and I've done other various events, and I've done some of the minigames and stuff, but for the most part, this has pretty much all been the quest lines, and that's it. So, it'll be very interesting going past that and then working on other things. There's quite a few things left that I can do that would still have this type of format. I can do the dungeoneering. I can do dungeoneering, and that'll be generally in this type of format. And there's a lot of other... I'm going to be doing a lot of achievement hunting, which is going to be... I have a feeling that'll be the primary thing after this. So I'm going to have to go through all the lists of the activities and see what other things there are to do. Eventually, I'm going to try to reach towards getting the max cape in this series. So that'll be a very interesting thing to try to do. And I mean, as of right now, the most daunting part of that has been the quests. But that's not the hardest part or the longest part to do. It just so happens that a lot of the rest of the parts of this game that I would require the Maxscape for, a lot of them are just very repetitive. So things like bossing and skilling and all that kind of stuff. So things that are super repetitive, I will do highlight videos for. But anytime there's new quests, I'll come back and I'll do like an actual like sit down and do a quest video for it. But past that, it's gonna be interesting to... Why is this cabbage dummy like kneeling down? That is weird. I just realized that it's like a person on their knees. That is so strange. All right. Looks like we're almost done here. But if there's any other things in this game that you guys would like to see me like experience on camera, tell me about it in the comment section below, because again, after we get through all the quest lines, which will probably be in the next recording set after these, which will be very interesting. The episode format is going to have to change fairly drastically. So that is interesting. Also, I will probably start playing other versions of RuneScape. I mean, technically, I have 2 other RuneScape versions going right now. I have Dragon Wilds, which by the time that... Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I've got the Dragon Wilds and the tabletop game going, which one of them is a little bit on hiatus just because I have a lot of stuff in my office right now and I can't move it to get... the table in here. But that will come back as soon as I can. Okay, so now we've got that. Where did the lumberyard go? I missed my lumberyard. What happened to it? Land got reclaimed. Bank of Era couldn't wait to get their hands on the land, all to restore a bit of green to the King's Road. Paved the way for construction supplies to be brought here. Rigged, if you ask me. Seems you find yourself back on your feet, though. You have a head for this workshop. You're the head of this workshop. Suppose that isn't all bad. Building status? Oh, there we go. That's nice to have. Current tier. Building yet to be constructed. Okay, that's really nice. That tells me what I have and what I have yet to do. But I thought maybe I had to go into the kitchen now. I thought that's who I had to talk to, but maybe I have to go talk to, oh, I don't like that bank chest, fill sink, cook at the range. Is that Brassica Prime? Someone likes cabbage. Aster. Greetings, Your Grace. Talk about quests. Murder on the Border. I've contacted several promising candidates for the new building manager position. Might I recommend my sister, Bianca? She's a highly skilled cook, having worked for Varak Palace in the past. She's able to arrive in time for the feast. Sounds good to me. Marvelous. Our staff has been scouring the local area for produce. There is little edible here. We have a few options. There's a poisonous hollyhock gathered from the local fauna and a large quantity of meat of dubious origin. Let's hope our guests bring additional supplies with them. Gifts of food and drink are customary, so what have we gathered thus so far should suffice. Took the liberty of sending invitations ahead of time. Meet me by the front gates and you're ready to greet our guests. Okay, so someone is going to be found dead at some point. Oh, here we go. This must be the quest continue. Yes. Alright, here we go. We are all prepared to start the banquet, Your Grace. I believe I hear the king's retinue approaching. They should be here in but a moment. Oh my god, her walk cycle. Introducing King Ramus III of Mistlin and Queen Elamara. Duke PolarizedMoon, there you are. Welcome to Fort 4 and 3, Your Majesty. Skip the pleasantries, Duke. We need to talk about the lax security along the King's Road. Our retinue were beset by cultists less than a mile from your gates. I have a feeling our retinue has been patrolled that route more times than your troops. We do not currently have any troops stationed here, Your Majesty. A fort in the wilderness with no guards? Be thankful that we brought several of our own with us. Not that it was enough to save with the wine. Did you warn you that such a large convoy would draw attention, my love? Tss. It's a feast, Roland. 4 and 3 is hardly known for its bountiful harvests. If I must share my table with these people, at least we can bring the mead. Should we be concerned about these cultists targeting the banquet? Huh, I'd like to see them try. I don't believe so. They were a little more than vagabonds, though they bore the mark of Zamorak. Unfortunately, we did lose some of our supplies in the attack. May I ask who accompanies you this evening? This is Simon, the royal wine taster. I almost said time waster. I almost read that as time waster. So that must be Simon. Okay, he's very sleepy, it seems. Pleasure to meet you. I'm the Flower of Lumbridge, Iris Ruthven, attending on behalf of Duke Horatio. I'm so excited to be here. My horoscope told me that tonight's party would be one for the history books. I'm not sure why you're throwing a party for the books, but I bet they'll have a wonderful time. Pleasure to meet you both. Please, make your way inside. The other guests will join us shortly. And our new kitchen manager should be here any second. Great. So we're being introduced to all the people. Introducing our new kitchen manager, my dear sister, Bianca. Talented chef and housekeeper. Sister, it's been too long. I asked her, it's been too long. Certainly is. How are you faring, Bee? The times have been difficult since I was fired from my previous job. I rubbed my foot in it. What happened? Let's say there was a bit of a tumble, and half the soup I had prepared for the dinner ended up on Lord Muse and his wife. They were less than impressed. Welcome to Fort 4 and 3. You must be Duke PolarizedMoon. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. Seems as though we're already behind schedule. I'd better get to work. In the meantime, I believe we have more guests approaching. So this is setting up all the people here. Duke Horse. Introducing Duke Cole Horse, Lord Rodney Midas, and Princess. Must be the... Welcome to Fort 4 and 3, your Grace. Yes, don't bother with this spiel. Duke PolarizedMoon, I assume. I'm certain you already know who I am. You're the Duke of Edgeville? Indeed I am. Cole Augustus Horse, Duke of Edgeville. Remember that name. Please forgive my dear fiancé. It's been a long day, and his patience is wearing thin. Not that he had much to begin with. Rodney? Yes, that's my name, darling. Rodney Midas, pleasure to make your acquaintance, PolarizedMoon. What a lovely little readout you have here. It's very homely. The contrary, more like it. Poor princess is practically cowering in fear. Happy barking. I suggest you join the king and queen inside the town hall. Our final arrival should be here at any moment. Ella and Rold are already here, huh? I bet they'll be overjoyed to see me, especially Ella. And the final Duchess Alba. Introducing our final guest, Duchess Hyatt of Lumford. Let's get this through as quickly as possible, shall we? You're Duke PolarizedMoon. I'm Alba Hyatt, retired knight, Duchess of Lumford. Pleasure to meet you, so on and so forth. I think Lumford is a city that we don't see in this game. I think it's in between... Lumford, I think, is northeast of Lumbridge, and it's generally where all that farming stuff is south of Varrock, I think. Now, can you kindly direct me to the wine so I can get some drinks in me before the circus arrives? You're the last to arrive, Your Grace. Your other guests are already inside. Oh, for the love of Saradomin. In that case, please direct me to the nearest dragon so I may be put out of my misery. Oh, I fear that wouldn't be in keeping with the spirit of the banquet, Your Grace. Oh, shame. I suppose I better get it over with then. Yeah, I think Lumford is one of the cities that we don't see here. That is the last of your guests. I do not say I didn't warn you. I'm surrounded by idiots. Bianca and myself will prepare the feast. I advise you take this opportunity to converse with our guests. Remember, all eyes are on us. It's our formal introduction to the Mythsylanian political scene. Put it plainly, don't mess it up. Okay, cool. We've done it, lads. We have survived. Fantastic. So I'm not allowed to leave here. Okay. Let's put my new toy on display. Oh. Is that a continue? Oh, leave instance. Okay, yeah, let's not leave the instance just yet. We're still working on our quest here. Duke Horse and Aster. Duke Horse. Duke Horse! Oh! Oh, I get it! What's this I heard about the king getting a special dish for his appetizer? His Majesty is unable to consume the entree Duchess Alba has brought. Therefore, if the king is having it, I want it as well, with extra garlic. Make it happen. Pardon me, Your Grace, but the dish does not have... You don't think I'm good enough to eat the same food as the king, do you? You'll have the same dish as the other guests. Please allow me to fulfill his request, Your Grace. If this is what the good Duke wants, we will accommodate him. Please, Your Majesty, see reason. Ah, group spoken to. Okay. There seems to be nobody in the kitchen. Duchess Alba. Oh, here's a group here. I heard the cook is making hollyhock sorbet for dessert. How interesting. Wait, did you say hollyhock? Isn't it incredibly poisonous? Not necessarily, darling. The plant itself is poisonous, but the roots are perfectly safe to consume when boiled. And, in fact, it's quite the delicacy. Supportive barking. How on Gielinor did you know that? My second wife taught me. She was a master alchemist, after all. Sadly, she accidentally poisoned herself brewing mushroom tea. Sounds like quite a novice mistake for a master alchemist. She was colorblind, my dear. Couldn't tell the blue-spotted bittercaps from the green-spotted ones. It was truly tragic. So Duke Horse will be your, what, third marriage? Oh, there were several more in between. I'm afraid I may have lost count. Eager barking. Princess, no! Ah, blast it. She's run off to the kitchen. That's why I'm more of a cat person. Don't all jump to stop her now. Just leave it to me. It's always, as always, it's fine. I suppose I'll come with you. I need to bring the appetizers I brought to the kitchen. So, is someone going to be poisoned? Talk to Princess. Happy barking. Why are you looking at the... Okay. I'm getting too old for this. I've been in plenty of wacky situations in my life, but I never thought I'd find myself north of the wall. Ah, north of the... Okay, yeah. North of the... So we've got more upstairs, Oh, hold on. Let's talk to Simon. To be honest, I'm relieved that we lost some of the wine on the way here. Oh, if you're looking for the king and queen, they're above on the balcony. Okay. Ascend. Yep, there we go. Why are you here? I didn't expect to see Lord Rodney here. Your Majesty, is it true that you and he... Enough, Iris. Excuse me, I'd like to discuss the supplies you bought. Is this a bad time? Not at all. Please continue. Oh, it's you. Beatrice, is it? Bianca, Your Majesty. All right, I have high expectations for the feast tonight. Don't disappoint me. Of course. Please allow me to make the supplies... take the supplies, though, to the kitchen. Wonder how the banquet preparations are going. I should speak to Aster. It's a shame my cousin wasn't able to attend. I'm glad I was granted the opportunity to represent him tonight. This fort is in perpetual gloom. It's surrounded by monsters, and it feels as though demons could invade at any moment. I find myself reminiscing about the years prior to becoming queen. I'm pleased to see how much you've managed to accomplish here in such a short span of time. Well, thank you. I'm going to check up, because I know that I have a feeling there's going to be a murder here. Oh, I also never got to examine the Shrike. Harassed to the brink of extinction. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I need to talk to Aster. How's the banquet coming along? The feast is ready to be served. Shall I call our guests to the table? Yes, let's start the feast. So someone's gonna die here. Thank you for inviting us to this fine fort of yours, Duke PolarizedMoon. Fine fort? It looks like a wayward sneeze would topple it. This is what will protect us from the dangers beyond the wall. Edgeville alone faces incursions on a weekly basis. My people, nay, deserve far better. I'm doing the best I can, with what resources I have at my disposal. I'd say they've done quite well for themselves, given our king tasked this of them, yet offered nary a stone nor hammer to actually build this place. Watch yourself, Alba. No, I don't believe I will. don't think I've forgotten what you did during the famine, how Lumford's food stores were seized by the capital, while our people went hungry. I sent multiple requests to open a conversation with the topic, none of which were returned. My hand was forced. I apologize profusely for not responding to the demand to surrender half of our grain stores. How dare I? That you had grain stores at all speaks of the excess food Lumford hoarded while the capital starved. So, Duke PolarizedMoon, I heard that you're a renowned adventurer. Surely you have a tale you can share with us? Ooh, okay. Succession. That's the one we just did. Together we tracked Bilrak deep in the wilderness and ended his scheme. Amazing. That's a legitimately impressive tale. He's also quite accomplished warrior back in my day. Queen Alamara threw everything into her adventures, forgoing all else. She left herself no time for rest, recreation, relationships. Don't you dare. Great. Duke Horse rises shakily to his feet, his coughing worsening. Duke Horse is dying. Poisoned. Oh, I know this game. A play. 5 words? Worried barking. You alright, dear? You're shaking. Oh, great. Cool. Well, he died in due course. Should I get him some water? I do believe he's dead. Lock down the fort now. Locking down the fort because the Duke choked on his dinner. This is madness. Look at the discoloration of his skin. The way he acted. This wasn't a natural death. No, it wasn't. I knew poisoning when I see it. You seem suspiciously familiar with poison. My first husband was a mortician, till he tripped and fell into the cremator. And now the late Duke has died in equally suspicious circumstances. Are you suggesting I did this? If the Duke was indeed poisoned, the only people access to the meal or his person are in this very room. What if the supplies were poisoned before they were brought here? Or the dessert was not prepared correctly? Each of you ate the same banquet as him, did you not? Am I going to die? Calm down, Lady Ruthven. I wonder if are all of these Duchess Alba? Iris Ruthven. Are they all puns, or is it just the one? We have a murder on a mist, of that I am certain. An attack on the Duke of Mistlin and an attack of the kingdom itself. Nobody leaves until we know who or what we're dealing with. Duke PolarizedMoon, this heinous act took place within your walls. You have until sunrise to discover the perpetrator's identity. See that they are dealt with. If you cannot, the fort is deemed unsafe. That could have serious consequences. Do not fail us. Okay. Great. So, investigate Duke Horse. Skin is discolored, his lips are blue and cracked, prominent blue veins stretch his face and neck. Duke was an unpleasant man, but he didn't deserve this. We'll find out who's responsible. Okay. So let's investigate in here. No, nothing to investigate here, it looks like. Alright, let's talk to you. It would appear in many years of experience, analyzing mystery novels may be put to practical use. I'm glad I have your support. Together, I'm confident we can solve this heinous crime. Our suspects, pardon me, our guests, have disseminated throughout the fort. It looks like they took some convincing on Rodney's part. Interrogate carries strong connotations, but I would deem some questioning appropriate, given the events that have unfolded. Additionally, there is surely some evidence pertaining to the crime scattered across the grounds of the fort. Search for clues and interrogate the suspects. Got it. It's rather embarrassing, but I happen to possess a mystery journal I used to solve mysteries as a child. Perhaps it will assist us in keeping track of the various clues and information we discover. Fantastic. Let's get to work. Read the journal. Okay. He, him, they, they. Oh, interesting. Wow. The Duke of Edgeville. Okay. Clues 0 out of 8. Link clues to unlock. Alright. So let's investigate Duke Horse. So is this going to be put in there as evidence? No. Okay. Cupboard contains supplies to prepare the banquet. As you can see, the hollyhock and suspicious meat near your staff gathered, as well as unidentifiable spices brought by your guests. Take the hollyhock. Take the suspicious meat. Take the unidentified spices. And leave. Investigate nut roast. I think it'd be common knowledge among the nobility that King Rold has a severe nut allergy. One cannot ignore the possibility there was foul play involved with this gift. We should investigate. Found a clue 1 out of 8. Search the dagger. There's a name inscribed on the handle of this dagger. Amon-Ra. What a peculiar name. Mauritanian, perhaps. No, that's... doubt the dagger's a clue. Leave it where you found it. Examine dagger. It's not stabbed to anyone. Okay. Alright. Investigate the Duke's meal. Be careful, it's highly likely that portion of the Duke's meal was poisoned. Okay. Alright, anything else here? Alright, let's ascend. Let's take a look. Nope, that's sitting on the bench. Alright, nothing here. Nothing here. There's weapon racks. Yeah, looks like nothing here. Alright. Let's go around. Let's take a look at... Oh. Most guests and then had the nut roast as their starter. Simon. Talk to Simon. Is there something you need? Did you notice anything suspicious? You know what? Actually, we're just gonna look for clues first. There's only like 3 minutes left here. We're gonna leave the interrogations with the jewelry I spot. It's inside this half-buried box. This office looks certainly incredibly valuable. Fit for a queen, you could say. I wonder if it was stolen. We should ask around. Okay. I will start interrogating tomorrow. I will investigate for various clues first. The king is here. I wonder if... Why can't I chop down that tree? I wonder if the queen has been acting suspicious. Also, there's a floor hatch I noticed here earlier. I wonder if that's got anything to do with anything. Overseer sieve. A revolver. Okay. You found a miniature hand cannon of the dwarven design. Only the faintest plume of smoke twirls from the barrel when you pull the trigger. The firing pin's jammed, and there's an odd smell to the gunpowder. Raspberry? No, cadaver berry. You leave the smoking gun where we found it. Maybe it'll be relevant later. Probably not. Okay. Is this, like... Are there, like, multiple potential... Oh, can I climb the ladder? I wonder if there's multiple potential types of murder here. I have no business using this right now. Okay, never mind. Is there anything in any of these other buildings? I don't immediately see anything. Talk to Princess. Sad barking. You wouldn't happen to have any idea who killed the Duke, would you, girl? Conspiratorial barking. Well, I could understand what she is saying. I don't have a dog speak amulet, do I? I don't see anything here. There's Rodney. There's Iris. Where is... Oh, a strange satchel. You found a mud-coated satchel lying in the dirt by the side of the town hall. Inside a well-used book, assorted ingredients, and dozens of vials containing a clear liquid. How to poison dummies for dummies. A conspicuous title for a book if I ever saw one. We need to find out who this belongs to. Indeed, I can assure you that it's not part of my collection. Page seemed to have been torn out. How peculiar. Okay. Where's the queen? Did I miss the queen somewhere? Oh, there's the queen. Ella Maria. Oh, there's a couple of trees I can chop down. Oh, lead pipe. Well, that could be good for your health. I shan't beat you over the head with it. Leave the smoking pipe where you found it. Okay. Well, either way, that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you like to see more. Good night. And we are going to do some more investigating tomorrow. Bye-bye.